Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? No sound. There's sound now. I know it's coming. It's gonna take a while to actually kick in. I F in the chat. Thank you guys for stopping by. In the chat. Oh man. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I was gonna say, how is it like 10 minutes behind? I don't. How are things going? There's a lot of things that are making their moves, man. They're making their moves. We're seeing a pretty decent pre-market for a lot of positions. Now, as you know, as people that are investing in other things besides AMC, you want other things to move as well. So not just AMC, but obviously AMC. What am I doing here? I need to go to live and put on the. Let's see. All right, so we have 70 people in here. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for, doing everything that you do. Push the like button. Yes, everybody hit that like button as you walk in here or stroll in here or do whatever you're doing. Hit that like button. Love your video. Hope you're doing good. Yesterday was funny. Love it. No hard feelings. Yeah, the stream yesterday playing Resident Evil was pretty funny. I showed my wife some of the jump scares that I had, and it was freaking hilarious. It was so funny. She couldn't stop laughing. She watched it like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 times. So what does it mean when your account says margin? It means you can trade on margin. You have a margin account. So basically you can trade. Trey mentioned me yesterday. I was commenting on his stream, so that's probably why. And I also never know the difference between him talking about me and Matt Kors. So I never really know the difference. Sometimes I get, I'm like, who has a calm personality? Is it me or is it him? I don't know. So, but it's great that he mentioned me. How much you need to get millions? Not a lot. If we're gonna see these moves to potentially 100K, if that's what people are saying, 100K, then you don't need that much. 10 shares and you have $1 million, right? So if I'm doing math correctly, if it gets to 100K, now with people with 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, 3,000 shares, 9,000 shares, we could see a pretty decent amount that they're gonna get. Now, for me, at 1,600 shares, let's just do 1,000 shares. I probably needed to get to $1,000. That would be $1 million. But we'll see what happens. We're seeing a lot of movement in AMC. It was amazing to see that yesterday. Now, obviously, that came all after the stream. I was watching Trey's stream, and he had 28,000 viewers at one point. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane. It's like I'm streaming at the wrong times before the market even gets started. You know what I mean? I'm streaming in the first 30 minutes to see what's happening, and the rest of the day, all of these people are going towards, Trey and Matt, and it was crazy. Did I catch anything off of Trey's stream yesterday? Yeah, I mean, I was watching a lot of it. Morning, Matt. Let's make some money. I hope you're right. I hope we can push this thing up, continue to increase. I would like to see it across the board. Dogecoin is actually up over my cost basis in Webull, and on Robinhood, it's like maybe 15 cents above my cost basis. So I'm fine with that. I'm looking for Tesla to make a move today. Tesla yesterday dropped down significantly, and I was so tempted in making a move with some of the lower losses that I have, and like maybe, I don't know, I guess don't really have too many lower losses, but some of these lower losses and put it into Tesla, because Tesla was so cheap. It was down to, what was it down to? Let's bring up Tesla. Tesla was down to 559, down to way below sub 600. I don't think we'll have a 100K. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about 100K as the floor, but I'm sticking with the thought that we can really push, 1,000, 2,000, with all of the things that are taking place, the potential growth, and we haven't even seen the rapid growth yet. Like we basically seen 30% at one point, and then it decreased, I think, down to 22% for AMC. SOS looks pretty good this morning, up 6%. SOS was taken off yesterday, and after this large decrease, so I expected everything to move with AMC and GME, which things started to really move, especially towards the like lunchtime, 1 o'clock area. You did see that this was increasing, and I expected this can continue to increase. Wanted this to get well over the high point for today, for that day, because SOS deserves to be up in that $8 range, $10 range. We need to see them really jump up. But with a lot of these meme positions that I'm holding, you should be able to see a large jump. 10K would really be pushing the limits. All right, we have 212 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. I would like to, get these viewers up. I think we hit 1,000 viewers for like the first time in a while. Since like SNL, when we were talking about Doge, we hit 4,000 some odd viewers. But talking about AMC and all of that, I would like to get this stream up to that point as well, to show that we do have support. On the AMC side, ZOM, what is ZOM doing? Is it going nuts? It's up 4%. I still have my position in ZOM, still hold 3,000 shares in ZOM at a cost basis of $1.50. So I'm looking for that to kick up one of these days. It is heavily shorted. What's crazy is with all the volume that we did see, look at the FinTel numbers. 81.5 million short volume yesterday, 28% still. Even though we had a great day, they're shorting the heck out of this thing. We should have been, through the roof when it comes to this price, but they're still trying to short it. They're still trying to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple. What they're trying to do as much as they can in order to derail everything, but they can't. They really can't. They're putting all this effort into this, and it's for what? Just let it be. Let it happen. All right, I'm gonna close up this chat in 4 minutes. So hopefully I'll take $500 to $1,000 per share all day long. Yeah, I have an extra 200. Where should I toss it into? Well, it looks like I don't know if we will see this day continue on this route. Seeing a lot of things that are increasing quite a bit, but I would say AMC, but AMC is increasing quite a bit, and it doesn't hurt, I guess, to put it in an AMC, but just know that you always have your risks involved. I always say below $10 is obviously the best bet if you wanted to get something where it doubles your money easily, quadruple, whatever, basically 100 times your money. Then AMC is not a bad option. But I would put it into some crypto if I were you. Because crypto, if you're looking at it, if you're looking short term, then you could probably go with some different positions. But I would put it into crypto. I've been putting a lot of money into crypto lately, and anything once Coinbase allows us to, trade Dogecoin over there, I will sell my Dogecoin here and in Robinhood, and then instantly buy over there. So that is basically like a wash. There will be no gap in between. Owning the Dogecoin over here and owning the Dogecoin over there. So whenever they do allow that, I will get it. But yeah, I would always say, go crypto. That's not a bad option, especially like longer term, and some that could be shorter term. You can get some that are like I don't know, less than a penny, and own $20 worth and own a lot of shares or a lot of coins. And then eventually down the line, maybe a month or 2 months from now, it could be worth something, a lot. I want 43 million profit. After that, it's all cake and ice cream. You wouldn't settle for 42 million profit? If you get 42 million, what? Tell me this. Tell me this. If your account gets up to $5 million, your account gets up to $5 million, right? What do? You know it has that potential to increase, but you also know that it has the potential to be heavily shorted on the way down. Your account gets to $5 million. What do? Please help me understand your logic. Let's see if anybody gets the right answer. Trey streamed for 8 hours and never talked about any coin. AMC only is why 25K watch Trey. I guess that's a fair point. Fair point. I guess this is why I put Dogecoin in my title, because I like to talk about other things. That makes sense. I don't know how you could talk about one position for 8 hours. You said cash the fuck out. Hold. I'll sell it. You'll sell the whole thing. See, the thing is like, take some profits. There you go. Take profits. Duh. So what you would do is basically take a portion of it. If you invested $10,000 or $20,000 into the position, right, and you are up to 5 million, it would only make sense if you take out a portion of it. 1 million, 2 million, then you're a millionaire. Everything left is just gravy. Just let it sit there and let it grow. It's playing with house money. It's once you get your first million, it's not difficult to make your 5th million, like your 6th million or your 7th million. You know what I mean? So when you get to that point, it's easy from there on out, as long as you know how to invest your money. Now, if it gets to 5 million, if it gets to $30 million, that's a different story. You take out 10 million or whatever. You take out a portion of it. Whatever your goal is, it may be like 33%. You take out that. So yeah, that's why I wanted to ask that. But you're right. People are right. I guess I don't talk about AMC 100% of the time. Now, if it is ripping, that makes sense to talk about AMC all the time, but there are other positions. And, oh, come on, don't start freezing on me now. And it seemed like, I know he was talking about costs and some other meme stocks, but basically it was the only ones that were really ripping were AMC, GME, costs, like all of the heavily shorted positions. So why so many selling Doge? So there's probably, I believe there's, big holders that are selling Doge, but then some people that are selling because they see it, decreasing, or people that, as it starts to get to these highs and believe that it's not going to get to these highs anymore. You have people that sell at those highs and say, okay, well, you know what? I made, 10 cents per coin that I own here. That's fine. Or those people that bought in at 50 cents, like say for me, I bought in at 50 cents, 52 cents here. Now, if it gets up to 52, what a normal person's mindset says is, I'm going to sell here because I need to get back to break even and I want to buy in at the low, which I understand where you're at, but who knows if it's going to go to that low again. You know what I mean? If it's not showing that, it has those, support levels and it's actually, resisting at where you're at, then you're not going to see that low. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of people that are selling there for Doge and for any position. There was a person that became a member. I missed it. Drift Juice, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I uploaded the first episode of ETF Watch on if you're a Money Makes Money member. If you're the second level member, I uploaded an ETF Watch video that I'm doing on the Patreon, but it's going to be released maybe a few days later after I release it on the Patreon. But Your portfolio is down now is going to be the same thing. What? I don't know what that means. All right, so yeah, I'm going to close this thing up. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. I appreciate it. I'm going to close this thing up. I said I was going to close it up at 45. Gave you an extra 4 minutes. Let's check that out. I'm actually going to go live on TikTok as well. So if you guys want to, check me out over there, then go ahead and do that. I haven't done this in a while. I think that that meme that we created yesterday was pretty funny. AMC squeeze. Sure. There we go. There we go. How you doing over here on TikTok? Thank you for stopping by, if anybody is there. Let's see. Let's go here. So we have 138 likes. Guys, hit that like button. Let's see. What are people saying? Hey, Matt, AMC is your highest price position. I keep hearing 10K. Yeah, there's a lot of different DD on different price targets. Whatever your price target ends up being, understand that you probably should be a little bit lower than where the average price target is. So if they say it on average is going to get to 2,000, 3,000, you probably want to be a little bit lower than that, just because you realize that you're not going to get sold out at the peak. The peak is going to happen over the after hours. I know for a fact it's going to happen over the after hours. And then you're going to see about 10 to 20% drain before you actually even get the availability to trade at the amount of shares that you have. So, yeah, I hear about it all the time. I hear about 100K, 50K, all of that stuff. I told you guys I would buy 11 puts on AMC yesterday to ensure it wouldn't drop, so I did. Also, should have went the other way. Soundproof room for. I had a question on that video. Are you able to answer it? Should people in Canada choose a different ETF, or does it really matter? I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters. So yeah, what I want to call out in these videos in the ETF videos is mainly to look at a lot of these newer ETFs. There's ETFs that are established, but I want to see newer ETFs that end up getting established by well-known firms and brokerages. So yeah, I want to focus on a lot of those, just because I also, I don't want to just focus on short-term growth. I want to focus on long-term growth as well. You know what I mean? It makes sense to be able to do that. But so if you guys want to become a member, definitely do that. That's the second level that you will get those videos. The first level is the access to the members-only chats and stuff like that. I just read that. The movement yesterday was kind of similar to what SOS was doing, to tell you the truth, for this position. We did have a large rise in the morning, with that followed by a large decrease, which you've seen it in a lot of positions. It's the same way. Everything pretty much followed the same trend. Increased quite a bit after it hit this low of $15.05. Increased to about that 1570 and closed at 1550. You are seeing a 2% increase today. If I wanted to look at the last however many days, you're going to see that you had those large jumps. You had those large jumps over just one day. Actually, you could see that large jump. Wow, look at that increase, 14 to 17. Don't know what that was for. So I don't know what the news is for, but you've seen a lot of it fall down, which is a lot of positions. The same positions have been, or a lot of positions have been decreasing quite a bit. It doesn't really show that it in the last, was it 3 months that I selected? In the last 3 months, it hasn't really shown too much strength, which does suck. The only time you've seen any type of a rally was somewhere around here at this $26 mark. It's showing lower lows and lower highs, so it's not really, the only time it broke something was this, creating that higher low, and you might be seeing some form of a stair step on the way up, creating higher highs and higher lows. It would have been great. It will be great if you see this jump up and increase over this high. Then it's creating higher highs, higher lows, or jump over this high as well. So it looks interesting. Just I don't think it's ready yet. Let's see. This is pretty simple for me. I've been selling cover calls up recently, taking out profits. Been taking profits the whole time. That's really good. That's really good. A dodgeball one, yeah, the dodgeball. I guess there's a lot of calls in the way the whole time. I guess there's a. All right, finally out of work now. I can watch the stream and watch my money grow. That's awesome. Yeah, this is kind of distracting. I'll tell you that. It's very distracting. Seeing AMC jump, as high as it's jumping, it's very distracting. Brian, thank you for becoming a member. You just transferred out of Robinhood. Hope I don't miss anything. You should be fine. I don't think you'll miss anything. You just transferred out of Robinhood into Webull. You'll still have the same amount of shares, so you're not going to miss anything on the price increase, and it's going to take a while for it to grow, so it's going to steadily grow, and then we're going to see that rapid growth, and hopefully you don't miss that, but I would imagine you're okay. Did they give you an actual date to when it will be deposited, when it will be transferred over? I mean, glad I'm a member. Yeah, thanks for being a member. Everybody that's a member, thank you for being a member. I appreciate it a lot. Did you see that there's a huge put on AMC at $15? I hope we can bulldoze it down. Yeah, I think we can. I just want to see what's going to happen with those walls that they create. Sometimes what was crazy is watching the action yesterday. You can see that a lot of the buying power was like, I don't know, 5 times or 10 times what the selling power actually was, but the price was constantly decreasing. And that's how I mean, that's clear short activity. What about our members only jackets? I don't think you get those. Same there, Fudsters with the member chats off. Yeah, that's why I love it. And I was trying to convince Trey to do this, to do members only, because then he would be able to read the comments. He says that it goes against his channel to where like he doesn't want people to pay for him to be there. But I mean, if people are sending super chats, they're trying to get attention, especially with 25,000 viewers or 28,000 viewers. It's crazy. So it was like, just throw in members only chats. I mean, you have to obviously know what the price is there, but there are certain people there that will ask, that want to really ask questions, and it's very tough. I know how tough it is to get to that point, because at one time, I mean, a couple of videos, I was up to that point to where you had a number of people in your chats, and they're trying to get their questions answered. And it's very difficult to get to every single super chat, every single question, and it's just so much. And now I can get to probably 90% of the questions. So I like members only chats, because you don't have the people that spread FUD. You don't have the Ted Cruz killed JFK. You don't have all of that stuff, even though it is funny. I would create a shirt on it, but I feel like that's not good. Members only jackets, fire. $3 million put on AMC for $15 and $7 million put wall for GME at $300, I believe. That's crazy. So yeah, hopefully we could break through. AMC CEO earned my trust the way he strategized selling those shares. Yeah, I did see that he got basically all 43 million shares sold, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. I mean, you can get it done on a buy heavy day, you're great, you're good, and we'll be in a really good situation once all of that is said and done. You'll see this price rapidly increase, and that's exactly what we've seen happen, and hopefully we see that continue for the next 2-3 week, however many days it gets to the point to where it crazy increases. 10K really seems possible, higher even. But I believe in 10K. I'll give a cool 6.2 million. I'm good with that. Yeah, that's good. But like I said, if you get to what's going to happen if you end up crossing that $2 million, $3 million mark? Like I feel like most people would understand what they have in their hands, and yes, you do have the potential to grow, but technically by you taking out a little bit, you're giving everybody else a chance to profit as well. If you profit 6.2 million, somebody else might profit 100,000. However, if you profit 5 million, that person may profit 300,000. You know what I mean? And I understand you're taking away from your own pocket to give it to somebody else, but it makes sense to take a little bit off the table, a little bit, give everybody else a chance as it does grow. There are methods to where people say, oh, I don't want to derail it, but then if everybody sells on the way down, then it completely derails all growth that it had faster than you could ever believe. If everybody sells on the way down, then it will decrease so fast that when you hit your limit order, it will not sell you out of that limit order. It will just blow by it. Now, if you hit a market order, it'll be a different story. So there'll be a lot of people while it's decreasing that are going to put in these limit orders. And the thing that I want to make sure that people do is just accept a market order and go with it. Like, don't put in these limit orders as it is decreasing. Now, if you're getting it on the way up, and that's a different story, you might be able to set a limit order and get sold out at that point. On the way down is very, very difficult. And during the after hours market, you can't do that at all. If you have thousands of shares, it's not going to happen. You will lose viewers because non-members can't chat. You actually don't. You actually don't lose viewers because non-members can't chat. When I was doing an open chat, you actually you actually lose viewers then. Like, you have less people because of the fact that you have YouTube is more likely to push something to where it's members only, and people can they want people to spend money. So if something is open and you have the ability to super chat, and nobody's super chatting, you'll actually get less views if you were doing members only, because if you did the members only, it's incentivizing people to pay money to YouTube, so then they're going to push your content a little bit more. So it's the opposite. Members only. Now I will never find out who killed JFK. You guys are funny. I was trying to do a little reading through GME subreddits. Why are all of them so angry? Why do they hate AMC holders? They think AMC is taking away from GME's potential, and this is what it is. I mean, it's just like a rivalry with football. You think you're taking away from the fan base, or taking away from the ability for them to get to the Super Bowl or whatever. It's the same way here. You're taking away from the ability for them to increase the price by a crazy amount and have everybody backing GME. But people are going to AMC because AMC's rising at 30+%. However, I don't really hear AMC holders. I feel like this is like iPhone and Android, or iPhone and Samsung. And this is just my opinion, but you don't really hear a lot of Samsung holders say, hey, my phone is way better. I love my phone so much, and all of this stuff. Like, I have a Samsung, and I just let it be. I would love to get the the Samsung Fold, but we'll deal with that in another discussion. But then iPhone users, no offense. No, it's crazy to look at this and just say that we're picking sides. Like there are people that are invested in both. Like I'm invested in GME, obviously heavily invested in AMC, but am invested in GME a little bit. Joe Pesci killed JFK. Somebody killed JFK. Ted Cruz killed JFK. Yeah, it's kind of sad that they. I hate iPhone. All right, yeah, let's not make this about iPhone and Samsung. Let's not make this a battle here. But yeah, I don't know why they're so angry. They're so angry all the time. Like, isn't like Uncle Bruce a GME holder? I think Andrew Mo Money is a GME holder. He seems pretty you know, interested in AMC. He's kind of both sides. You know what I mean? I've seen his videos. He goes back and forth. He does. I think he's more heavily invested in GME. I can't remember. Thoughts on AAL? I'm bullish on AAL. I actually for Carl's calls, I bought into I think 5 shares worth of American Airlines. I like all airline stocks, any travel related stocks. I mean, it makes sense. Anything that you can do for, vacations like cruise lines, even though I don't like cruises, I just only care about the growth in the stock. But yeah, I'm usually bullish on a lot of those. Yeah, I really have to agree. I prefer this channel. I feel it feels more personable than Trey's. Yeah, and that's probably only because of the members only chats. I mean, I feel like I can answer everyone, and if someone says, "Hey, I had a chat before this," then I can easily go back to that chat and say, okay, here we go. Now, if you had thousands of members, it's a different story. This is why you have to put a limit on some things. Maybe he can put like a limit of I don't know 1,000 people in there, and then I don't know charge something like $3. I feel like that will push some people away, but then you'll have a lot of people all the people that send super chats, they'd rather join as a member, and then they could probably send lower super chats in order to support in any way. But I feel like members only is really, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. I can see why Meet Kevin likes this. And I don't know why I always call him Meet Kevin. I guess it's because I don't know him, in person. But you just call him Kevin. But then if I say Kevin, then you're like, who the heck is Kevin? So, like Graham Stephan, you know who he is. It's Graham Stephan. Like that's his full name. But Meet Kevin is Meet Kevin. Anyways, waiting for the Apple flip phone. I don't know. Let's see what AMC is doing right now. So AMC is at 3.3% up to $13.20. Are we going to see this continue to rise? Are we going to see this increase a heck of a lot? Are they going to derail the movement yet again? I don't think they should. I don't think they have the firing power. We just need to hold this out, and I hope that we see this in the month of May rather than the month of June. I still have to pay taxes and wait until the absolute last minute. You answer questions here. Hey, yo, what's going on with Ethereum? So Ethereum is now, I believe, increasing. It's starting to make that move back up to 4,000. So if you bought in at these lows, if you bought in, you're basically getting about a $500 increase. You know what I mean? Per Ethereum that you own. Now, if you bought the dip and bought more, then you're gaining even more. I mean, if you bought down at that $2,000 mark, that would have been crazy. But you've seen a lot of things decrease, and now you're starting to see things recover. Ethereum Classic recover, Dogecoin recover, which is definitely a great thing to see that up to 57 cents. And Bitcoin recovering as well. So yeah, That's what's going on with Ethereum. Morning, brother. How are you feeling about AMC today? Has to make you smile. Yeah, it made me smile yesterday and today. I was smiling pretty much all day, and Erica was happy. My wife was happy. She was just like, "Oh, you're up about $5,000." At one point, I mean, she's seen it was like $7,000. So I'm really happy about that. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. This might just pay for my fence, so I don't have to take any money out of the savings accounts. Mo Money has both. Bruce says he has neither AMC or GME. Why does he even talk about it? Morning, brother. I just read that. Widget settings on Webull stock price ladder. I lost my price ladder the other day and don't know how to get it back. Do you know how, or anyone? I was told that you have to call in. You say, oh wait, sorry. Webull settings on stock price ladder. Like you lost the price ladder here. If you go into up top, you go to add widget, and then you go to, am I blocking it? I shouldn't be blocking it. No. Then you go to all widgets. I believe you'd be able to find it in, I can't remember where it is. Trade. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I can't remember where. There it is. Price ladder. There you go. So you go into widgets, go into all widgets, and you'll find it under trade at the bottom, right next to IPO orders. Hopefully that helps. It should help. I feel like I'm getting sick here. Wow, AMC volume at 1 million pre-market. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. It might be even higher. I forget where. Fidelity is what they said, because it was higher yesterday. It was 1.5 million pre-market. Thank you for joining over on TikTok. We got 2 people watching over on TikTok. I appreciate it. We're gonna be talking about AMC. Too bad you can't hear. If you do want to see it, if you're interested in seeing the content, I'm over on YouTube. I'm showing my screen and everything else. So definitely go over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hit that like button first before you do anything. Look at BIOL. It's up 31%. That's pretty crazy. Let's see. All right, so let me just check this out real quick just to see what the actual, type in AMC. Let's see what the volume is there. Yeah, the volume over on Infidelity says that the volume is 2.2 million. So right now we're sitting at a really good spot. And I don't know why the difference is between AMC and on Fidelity and Webull, but we're seeing 2.2 million shares worth of volume in the pre-market alone. So that's definitely a great deal there. Good morning, brother. What's your thoughts on Naked stock? I do want to focus on certain areas, but we can go ahead and do this since we are seeing things stay the same. You did have that increase over a while, and created that. I think no, it didn't create a higher high. That's so tough because I know Naked brand has been creating lower lows for a while now. It's consistently creating those lower lows. We haven't really seen any real rallies. Any rallies that we have seen have been lower highs. So lower lows, lower highs don't really tell me too much. Now, I was waiting for this rally a little bit, and you did get it. But once people got to a comfortable price target, they just sold off. So it was up, 18% yesterday, and now it's down another 4% today. I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't look like something that I would be bullish on. I disappeared? I think my video froze. Uh-oh. Well, how am I supposed to get it back? How's that? Is that good? I don't know what happened. Oh. Oh. I have keyboard shortcuts. I forgot. I have keyboard shortcuts. If I press I forget what it is. It's like R. Yeah. And then S. I have keyboard shortcuts, so it's pretty cool. I should probably do a control R. Or maybe I'll just do F. You know what? I'll change that. Sorry guys. I'll change that because that's annoying. Because if I type in R at all, then it doesn't do the right thing. So let me change this to things that I don't press, and then we can go from there. So love the hotkeys on Streamlabs OBS. If you haven't used it, I definitely recommend it. But definitely put it to a thing that you can use here. There we go. Full screen. F2. There we go. Studio setup. F3. Screen share right. F4. I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys for staying patient here, but I think we're good there. All right. So now if I press F1, F2, F3, F4, yeah, that's good. All right. Glitch in the matrix. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. We got almost 300 likes. I would love to get the 300 likes. That would be great. We got 858 people in here. Matthew Perry, you got a keyboard with extra G keys. OFE. You can map those things like OBS. Yeah, I've just started to use F1, F2, F3 for my screen changes or my whatever I want to look at. So we'll figure out how that's going. Let's see. Anyways. Let's see. Fixed. Invisibility cloak. Turn the camera off and turn it back on. Yeah, I got it fixed. You can only see Weeble. We can't see you. So you want to see me? Is that what you're saying? Everybody wants to see me. Can't see the tickers on the left. There he is. That's better. Okay, perfect. Eric R. He knows what he's talking about. All right, let's see how things are going. So yeah, for Naked brand, I'm just like, I don't know. It's so iffy. AMC is now pushing 4%, pushing that 4.5% mark. We're up to 1.1 million over in Fidelity. It says 2.2 million. I'll update that to see what it's looking like, just to see what the actual volume is. I'll take Fidelity volume over anything else. 2.4 million now. So we're seeing 2.4, almost 2.5 million shares worth of volume in the pre-market. That is crazy. That is really, really good, guys. That's really, really good. Let's look at some different positions here. We can see that DraftKings, another position that I'm holding, is up 2.6%. Coinbase is up 3.7%. That's really good after that large drop that it did have down to a low of $247. That's a pretty decent low. I think that you might be in a good a good price there. It is creating lower lows. So as you look at the, I think this is the 2-hour candlestick. Looking at, I would say it has to be a month chart. You're going to see that it's creating that lower low. So is it going to create a lower high? That means that it's grounds for another lower low. So definitely, watch out for this because it could be stair stepping on the way down. We want to see you. We're here for you. We have our own weebles to look at. I guess that's true. Is the Discord linked to the regular Reddit account? I've never done Discord. So the Discord group is in the description. Now it is $5 to join. You don't have to pay per month. If you want to keep contributing per month, it's always great. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate anything that comes through. So, but you don't have to. So you can just pay for the Discord. Get out of the Patreon. I do upload things to the Patreon for the second level of Patreon. But if you want to join, then definitely do that. There are a lot of great people over there. Thank you for the follow. Is it Phil to Marvin? I can't see that name. The text is so small on TikTok. But thank you for following me. I wanted to do Twitch today, but I don't know. I didn't end up doing it. Only good coffee is iced coffee. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Good morning from LA. Good morning. How's the weather over there? The weather's pretty good over here, I think. Don't get sun on my screen. Let's see what else is moving. CMMB is up 5%. It was down 3% yesterday, so it's up 5% today. You're going to see that costs was up today, but now it's down. It was up yesterday 11%, almost 12%. It was up close to 20% yesterday. It actually was over 20% at one point. Fubo TV is up. I need that to push 25 or so. If that can push 25, I'll be happy to take that gain. And then we can go from there. And what I can do is actually take some of that money out of there and put it into maybe Tesla. AMC, I think I'm holding what I'm holding, and that's going to be good. Either Tesla or probably GameStop. So, but I want to put it into a position that I'm already holding. So we'll see how that plays out. Dogecoin is up to 54 cents. I'm up $52. That's pretty good. I'll take that. The pre-market looking as strong as yesterday at these high numbers. That's great to see. Yeah, it's absolutely great to see. To see 2.2 million or 2.5 million shares worth of volume for AMC, it looks really, really good. Now, I think the pre-market yesterday looked good across the board, and then everything else dropped off. Besides AMC, GME, all of the heavily shorted, quote-unquote, meme-related positions. So that's not good because I hold a lot of other positions. I would like to see Tesla increase, get them to $700. I know that they have that increase in them. This is why I'm still holding on to them, even though it did go against me. Matt, you thinking $15 today? At this rate, I'm thinking probably closer to 17. Oh, at this rate, it's gonna be a pretty decent increase. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking $15 today. We have to break that $14 level that we had previously. So if we go back, let's say 3 months, let's look at that. It hasn't been 3 months. Yep, I'm looking at the wrong position. I was gonna say it looks weird. So if we go back to these levels, if it breaks any of these levels here, so breaks this level up here, 1455 or 1487, it's clear skies from there on out. You know what I mean? We're going to see nothing but increasing here if that does end up happening. So we're seeing good volume today, great movement today. a lot of activity into these positions, and I'm pretty sure we probably see some good movement in GME as well. Oh, it is decreasing. We're not really seeing the same amount of volume, 18K. Let's see what Fidelity says. Come on, why is it not? There we go. Fidelity says 33K worth of volume. Webull says 18K. So it's not a crazy amount. Obviously, you know that GME will have less volume because it is a higher price. So that makes sense. But AMC is just growing so fast. Thank you, James Bird, for becoming a member. Am I saying that? Am I saying that right? Yeah, it's Bird. Okay. My wife has a reason to be bitter. She's married. I bought 400 shares. 400 shares of AMC. Yeah, people say meme stock people are ruining their 401ks. Someone told me that. Yeah. I'm heading into a meeting, but I'll see you guys over the Discord later. Today or in the morning. Y'all be good and be safe and stay safe. We will. As long as these prices continue to increase, we don't have to throw axes at our monitors. I think we're good. I think we're good. Thank you for stopping by, and hopefully we can catch up later. I'm headed to, I just read that. the other day, and then I sold 400 shares last night and made $80. $86. Well, that's good. No, it's all about profit heads. It's about making money. Understand the potential of something, though. As you do hold some positions, make sure you understand what the full potential is of it. If you're looking to day trade, then that's the way to go. There's a lot of people that do not trade AMC or GME just because they don't want to hold overnight. That's just not in their strategy, and that's not something that I would do in my normal strategy. Day trading is something completely different, to where you can sell. If it's going against you, it's going against you. If it's going with you, take your profits and go on about your day. For swing trading, it's a different story, to where you're holding overnight. A lot of these positions I am swing trading so that I can give you guys something of what I'm holding. If I was just day trading everything, then I wouldn't be able to give you guys an understanding of what my plan is for those swing trades. It's just easier when you're creating content on YouTube to talk about some of the positions that you are holding and seeing where they are going, and also comparing that to other positions that your audience may be holding as well. So meme stocks aren't ruining 401ks. I mean, I think the overall market is ruining 401ks. I'll tell you that. If people are just starting out and they're heavily invested into stocks, most likely their 401ks are suffering. If they're towards the end of their career, most likely their 401ks are probably filled with like bonds and less risky investments. Can you make a video explaining more on swing trading? Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'm gonna be having after I finish this book on how to day trade for a living over on my Patreon. I'm actually going through the book of how to swing trade for a living. That one I've only read a portion of, so it'll be great to basically break down everything he says there. I love Andrew Aziz's books. If you guys are interested in those, I have those in the description, and you can follow along if you want to. But I'm going to be releasing different chapters. I'm going to be releasing another, portion of the chapter 4 today, later today. So if you guys are interested, it's the last level on my Patreon. I go through a lot of books, go through a lot of detail. It's always there for you guys. It's going to be posted, and it's going to stay there for you guys. And I'll also do some other stuff as well. A swing trading video would be nice. Yeah, I can definitely do that. just a regular swing trading video over on YouTube. But like I said, I'm going to be going through the whole entire book over on my Patreon. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely join there. I'll really try to get through, a book a month. That would be amazing. It's been a little bit tough to do that, but I'm going to try and, just take some time and do that. I noticed my 401k is down a little. Yeah, you're probably invested more in stocks than anything, and that's probably why. A lot of times, if you can actively manage it and switch it before you know that the stock is going to decrease or the market is going to decrease, then you can, work with that and you won't decrease as much. My 401k, I haven't looked at. I look at my Roth IRA all the time. Those are in, different funds. So, and also, ETFs and dividend paying positions. So I don't really see too much decreasing there. I have seen my fund decrease down to, I think it was up to a high of 19% that it was gaining. And now it's down to like 16%. So we have seen it decrease quite a bit. Let me actually go to my portfolio here to see what I'm looking at in my Roth IRA. Yeah, what's funny is we've seen a pretty decent down day yesterday, right? And my Fidelity fund is actually up 1% over that day. So it was down to 16%, as now it's actually up to 17%, pushing 18%. So the only position that's down is PSEC. That is a dividend paying position, and I stick with that just because it is paying me a dividend. If it's down 13 cents over a total loss, then I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that because I'm gaining more in the dividend than it is for the loss. So on AMC squeeze, what are your exit strategies, or what do you recommend for someone? So it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for that ceiling, or you're just looking for a certain profit target, you should always have something set. Understand that it has the potential to go higher. It has that potential to go somewhere else. But as long as you set your target and you stick to that target, that's a successful trade, a successful move. So for AMC, obviously you want to be able to squeeze the most out of this as possible. Know that the top 10 to 20% is probably out of the question unless you have less than 100 shares. If you have less than 100 shares, then the top 10 or 20% is something that you can do, because if you can trade in the after hours market, you can actually get those filled. For people that have over 100 shares, over 1,000 shares, it's going to be very tough for you to get those filled in the top 10 or 20%. So if it gets to 100K, let's say it does get to 100K, 100K is impossible for you to end up selling at if you have 1,000 shares. I'd say 90K, probably impossible as well. 80K, you might get a chance. If you're getting it on the way down, it's going to be a lot faster than the way up. So it really just depends what you want to do. I know Trey said he's going to be selling on the way down, and he probably doesn't have any, he doesn't care if he gets it sold at 100K or probably 50K, as long as it's a lot higher, or even just $1,000, right? I don't want to talk about 100K and 50K. Let's just do it to $10,000 or $100,000. You know what? Not even that. $10,000. Let's go with that as the peak, right? I don't want to say that because that's too optimistic. I know I'm more realistic. So let's say you get to that 10K, you probably would end up realistically being able to sell somewhere around that 8K mark. But on the way down, it's going to come down a lot faster. You set a limit order, you're probably not going to get filled. You set a market order, you'll probably be good. And you'll probably get it lower than where you anticipated on getting it. So let's say it's $8,000, you'll probably get it somewhere around 7 something. If it's increasing, you just find your best price that you want to sell at. It's so tough to predict where you want to go to, and where you're comfortable with selling at, or where you want to take a portion of your profit. So for me, everybody knows that I want to take a portion of my profit to cover what I put in, and then obviously run that on the way up, and then take portions of your profit on on the way up. So if it gets to a point to where I did cover everything else is house money. Now I can let that sit, and if it grows to $1 million or whatever, I'll take out a portion of that and say, okay, 500,000 is mine. I'll take that and let it grow. And if it does grow, yes, you get less money, but it's also a great strategy just in case it does tank out of nowhere. So you never really know exactly where that peak is going to be, and it's very tough to be able to navigate through that. So it's all on you to be able to do that the right way. But when you see people that have, and I'm not trying to spread any type of fear or anything, but when you have people that have so many shares, like 9,000, 10,000, 100,000 shares, and they end up selling at those high points, it's going to come down fast. So the increase is going to be a lot quicker than that, or a lot slower than that decrease. So we're seeing it slowly make that move up. But the increase is going to be a lot slower than that decrease. Just know that. Hopefully that helps. I know it's a lot. Why couldn't we sell? Exiting on the way up is paper hands. Exit on the way down. If you exit on the way down, I guarantee it's going to be so fast, and you might actually miss it during the day. That's happening, because the way down is going to be as soon as it opens, because it's going to increase in the after hours market, and on the way down is like, once you see that start to come down from that peak in the after hours market, trust me, as soon as that opens, it's gone. I mean, everything decreasing down. And I don't want to sit here and spread any type of fear. I just want you guys to get the best strategy. If you sell a portion of it, it doesn't derail the movement, because you're still holding on to a large portion of their position. You're just taking out a little bit in order to profit. And then whatever you end up selling, no matter where you sell, if you end up selling on the way down, you still make a profit either way, because you already captured that profit. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I always say, just take a little portion, and don't derail the whole thing, because if you have 9,000 shares and you sell 1,000 shares of that, not going to derail it. But if you have 9,000 shares and you sell 9,000 of it, might derail it a little bit. That's a huge wall that you set by yourself by doing that. So this is why I say that. I'm not trying to ever spread fear. I'm always trying to be realistic at any point. Thank you, Drew, for becoming a member. But you can sell wherever you want to. I'm just trying to tell you exactly where we are going to see that movement. People say it's going to last. The overall squeeze is going to last a long time, right? Yes, the growth will probably last long, but the fall will not last long. I guarantee the fall will not last long. We've seen that with, like, if we go into GME, and I know people like to point out that it did rise afterwards, but let's look at GME, where it increased to $514. If we scroll in here and we look at this, we can say that we basically closed this point. Let's see, we closed this point at $319. $319 rose to $514. That's another $200 that it did gain, right? Now, this could be that top 10%, right? You see that increase, that top 10%. Now, as soon as it opened, where did this end up opening? This ended up opening at, 558. However, if you look at, it's not going to be 2 hours. I want to go by 1 hour. You know what? I want to go by 1 minute. I wish I can go by 1 minute and then go back to those dates. Come on. I would love to go by 1 minute, because if you see where it opens, it's not going to work. If you see where it actually opens, it opens really, really low. So, opening up somewhere around that, let's just leave it as is and say it opened up at 558. Look how fast it took for it to decrease down to $100, from $500 to $100, literally within a couple of hours. So just know that decrease is going to be a lot faster than you see this increase. To get from 100, let's say 100 to 514 took about a day, a full day for it to get from 100 to 514, right? And for this, it took a couple of hours to get down to 100. So know that it's going to be a lot quicker when it does fall down. I just want to prepare people. So when you see this, when people see this increase and they say, oh, this lasted long, just know that this was only derailed because of the restricted trading. Without the restricted trading, that would have been to $1,000 and this decrease would have been valid. There would have been nothing to actually recover there. It would have stayed flat, probably around 100 or 200 or something like that. But we would have seen it, level out. And that's where it would have been trading for a while. And it would have not had that large increase like you've seen. Because if everything was derailed and they covered all their shorts, there's nothing to really bring it back up again besides buying power. Do you know what I mean? So just know that it's going to be different than what we see here. It's going to be more towards what the Volkswagen squeeze was, where it was a large increase, large decrease. You know what I mean? And it's going to be large increase, but the large decrease is going to come down to a certain portion where it does consolidate higher than where it was before. So that's what I wanted to say. Sorry. Man, I saw a video yesterday that made me that made so much sense. The guy said that these small investors won't be able to handle seeing so much money, and it won't grow past 1K. I don't see, that's where it ends up getting tricky. I mean, yes and no. I think we have enough people that are holding that have well over 100 plus, 300 plus shares, right? And you're probably right. This is why I'm trying to tell people, hey, it doesn't hurt to take just a little bit, not all of it, just a little bit. But yes, that does make sense. There's a lot of things that make sense, but you can't tell exactly what everybody's going to do. If the overall movement is to hold, then a lot of people will end up holding. But the main people that need to hold are the people that are holding, 10,000 plus shares, which you are going to see them hold. They're probably going to take a little bit of profit, but they're not going to take a crazy amount. And the point is that it's more of the shorts being covered than anything else. If the shorts are covered, it's not about just the buying power, because the buying power is coming from the shorts being covered, not just from us buying into it. We're holding. We have a large number of people that are holding the position. So if some of us skim off the top or skim off wherever we feel like we're going to skim off, that buying power from covering the shorts will increase that as well. So I feel like when it dips on the climb, I feel like fall down and sell. Wherever you feel is the best portion for you. I mean, you can go ahead and take whatever profits you want. I'm not going to be that person that tells you just to hold everything. It's great if you hold everything. It keeps everything strong. But if you feel as though you need to use that money in other places, then definitely do so. I'm not going to be that person. And I don't care if I lose viewers because of it. I just want to make sure a lot of people make money. I know that everybody can't make money. And the thing I want is anybody that's watching me, I want you guys to make money. So, anybody else, yeah, I mean, they can follow what everybody else has to say, and hopefully it aligns in some form or fashion. But I just want everybody to make money. Definitely listen to Matt and take a small amount off the top as it rises. Then as it drops, you don't want to get burned. Hold, take a small profit. You can always buy more shares with profits. Yes, exactly. That's why it's always great if your account, let's say your value, you invested $15,000 or $16,000 here. If that doubles in value, right? You literally have your full investment, and then you also have, basically another full investment there, right? Or another 16,000 that's there. Now, I'm not saying that you need to take it then, but whenever you get to a point to where you are comfortable with securing the initial investment and then keeping the main amount that's in there, then you're good. If that comes back on you, then you can always buy more and then have more shares and then increase that even more if you do believe in the position. So I don't know. It's tricky. We have 1,046 people in here. Thank you guys for getting me over 1,000 viewers. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out. If you want to join the Discord group, link is in the description. If you want to join as a member, just hit that join button, and you can comment, in the chat. It's just not my strategy. Helps the shorts hit shares and sell at the target price, if any. Yeah, I mean, whatever your strategy is whatever your strategy is. I mean, I'm all for creating different strategies and hearing people out. This is why I listened to Trey's video and where he's selling at, and hear what he was saying, what's the logic behind it, and how he wants people to make money, and that makes sense. He doesn't really need that to increase to millions of dollars, right? For his account value. He just wants to gain something, pretty decent. So on the way down for him, would make sense, if he's just like, all right, I'm just going to sell on the way down. If it does decrease fast, it decreases fast. Wherever I get sold out, I get sold out. Everybody else will make money, then that's fine. So that's good. But just know, as a person that has so many shares, if you do have so many shares, let's say that 10,000 mark, I don't think he has 10,000, but if you have 10,000 and you sell on the way down, that creates a faster drop. That's why it's so tough to say everybody sell on the way down. You need people to kind of space it out a little bit. Sell a little bit on the way up, sell a little bit before it gets its peak, so then everybody else can make more money than you can, and then also sell on the way down. I mean, you have to space it out. If you don't space it out, if too many people sell early, it derails it. If too many people sell late, then it falls faster. So it's so difficult. Trust me, it's so difficult to time it the right way. And if anybody says they have the exact timing, they're lying to you. They don't have the exact timing because we know that the fall will be a lot faster. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about here. I'm glad that we're creating this conversation. He might have 10K by the time he deposits more money. I don't know. Yeah, he said he was gonna. I did see he was gonna deposit more, but I mean, if these prices are just increasing, I don't know if you're going to continue to increase that cost basis there. I mean, I guess the cost basis won't matter when it does go to $1,000. Sorry, 6,500. Everyone in the chat, I started watching Matthew about 4 months ago. I probably made about 2,500 easy dollars so far. That's amazing to hear. Oh, sorry, 6,500. That is amazing to hear. Absolutely amazing. That's phenomenal. I love creating a great community that can be able to discuss, what's going on in the market, their different, decisions that they make in their portfolio, all of that stuff. My wife is an expert. Get down. My wife is an expert at spacing. Maybe I should get. All right. Morning, bro. Market crashing. Who's crashing? What? Oh, I didn't even know that. I literally just kept the same title. Didn't even know the markets crashed. Thank you for saying that. Wow. Markets. Thank you for saying that. I don't know why that was there. Nobody else read the title? Perfect. Who's crashing? All of my stocks. That's what's crashing. Sure. Hold 3,000 shares at $5.50. So you're sitting pretty. You are sitting in a great spot. No matter what, your initial investment is pretty much safe. Yeah, he buys in at any price, he said. Yeah, I've seen that he buys in at any price, and I know he said something about I was confused. Well, thank you for reading the title. You're the expert. I assume the market was crashing green. Matt snapping at his kids like that. No, that's not my kid. While his roommate licks his leg. I'm here for that. Oh, it's Carl. Carl's trying to get up there. He thinks that treats are still up there, but they're not up there. He ate them all. Thank you for becoming a member. Don't know how to say your name, but thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I thought you were sarcastic about the title. I mean, I could have been, but I'm not Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has that natural, like, sarcasm look. I haven't played one ad today. I'm going to play one. Yeah, just click the picture. Don't care what the title is. Yeah, sometimes the title actually pushes out to more people. That's why you would put something in the title and a lot of people see it. But I don't know what the actual click-through rate is. But I appreciate, about 1,000 people coming over here. I appreciate that a lot. I said I appreciate too many times. I could say that over and over and over again. Never get tired of saying I appreciate. A lot of people don't appreciate what you do. So I just want to let everybody know that I do. Appreciation goes a long way. Got an idea, thank you. I'm looking for that money. I need to fund my business. Not see that. Well, that's when I'm pulling out. I really can't. The oh my goodness, the text on TikTok is ridiculous. Okay, I'm here. Take me a while to hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Everybody hit that like button. We're almost at 500 likes. Let's see what my Coinbase account is doing. Coinbase, I'm up. I don't like the way Coinbase displays a lot of things. So like the way it shows it, it's just horrible. So we can see the growth here from the last 24 hours up to 600 plus $650. So my crypto has been growing a little bit, but I can't really see exactly what's happening here. Like it doesn't show me like increases or decreases and like I don't understand that. Why is it not showing me like plus a certain percentage or plus this many dollars? Like I'll just go in here and be like, oh, you know what? I have $650, even though it's up what $70. So Ethereum is up. You got Ethereum Classic that's up. You got Litecoin that's up. Cardano that's up. And Anchor. I'm looking to buy more Anchor and ADA. Yeah, let's check out AMC. What's AMC doing? The volume is at 1.6 million, 1.64 million, which is absolutely insane. Let's look at what we're doing right now. We're up to $13.30. We were at a high of $13.53. We do have a little bit of a fall off here. We have what, about 30 minutes, 39 minutes until the market opens. Coinbase is as watered down as Robinhood. If you put your cash in your overall portfolio balance jumps up, it's stupid. Yeah, I don't know why. Like the overall look of it, I just can't deal with it. I can't. Trust Wallet, I dumped SafeMoon, put it all in on Doge. I'm killing it. And went from 39 million shares to 3K shares. I hear you. I still own SafeMoon and Shiba. I haven't even checked them. Thank you, Son of Troy, for becoming a member. Depends on the brokerage. I think I know none of my stocks buy or sell in the pre-market or post-market. Yeah, I do it on. I can do it on Webull. I can buy or sell in the pre-market or post-market. You can only buy on limit order, or you can only do anything on limit order, the activity. And most likely, if it's over like 100 shares, you're probably not going to get that filled. Level 2's frozen. I don't think the level 2's move as much in the pre-market. Look for heavy manipulation today in the market, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking we'll probably see the same. I'm right there with you. I'm keeping my eyes out for any type of bear trap that they end up having. I hope that they don't do this, because then it ends up being stupid. Again, I hate when they do that. Use Coinbase Pro; it's free. I have to figure out how to transfer that over to Coinbase Pro, or does it automatically like log into your account and have your assets in there? In Coinbase, if you click on the portfolio balance number, it shows your growth. Okay. It's not showing anything. Yeah, it's not showing anything. So I don't know. I hope the squeeze will be today. Not because I'm hungry for money. I am, but I'd rather because we have great momentum. It seems. Yes, we do. We have a lot of great momentum. You've seen the growth that we had yesterday. With the amount of people that were viewing these type of streams and videos and all that stuff. I was so tempted to just jump on and start streaming because it seemed like nobody could fail. Obviously, the two biggest were getting the most traction, where you had Matt Kors and Trey getting a lot of traction, which Trey getting 28 was just absolutely insane. I don't know how you can talk about AMC for the whole entire time, but you know what? It was entertaining. I was watching it and I was like, this is very entertaining. The way that it's moving and being able to break things down, it was absolutely entertaining. So I give him some props for being able to do that. I think what he should do is, for anybody that watches his channel, if you could find a way to, just get the message to him, right? He should get like a projector. Instead of a screen, like a monitor, he should get a projector so that he sees it from a far distance and he's not looking at a screen. So instead of looking at that bright screen there, you're looking at something different. You can also dim it by opening a window a little bit. You can dim it and it's not as bright. The sunlight is good, but then it's not as bright. I feel like that would be a good option for him. I was thinking about that because I know he has eye problems when he looks at a screen for too long, and 8 hours looking at a screen is definitely difficult and hard on your eyes. I know because I look at two huge screens. I have a 50-inch screen like right here, right next to me. So that's the one that I do all my analysis on. And when it's this bright and not a darker background like AMC, it's very tough. And then I have two lights that are shining directly on me, plus this screen over here. So it's a lot. Thoughts on SOS Limited? I'm still bullish on SOS. I need that to increase because I'm holding about 1,000 shares of SOS. As I look into, let's see. As I look into this position, I mean, we did see some growth yesterday, some strong growth towards like that 1 o'clock time period where everything was really growing. But that fall was absolutely horrendous. I don't know what that fall was all about, but it seemed like a lot of things were falling off, and then people were starting to build up interest in other positions as well, not just AMC. As they were watching AMC rise, they were like, hey, you know what? I'll put money into SOS, or I'll put money into cost. Cost seemed to take a huge jump, which I'll get into that in a little bit. But I still think SOS is going to end up making that move up. And I'm still holding my 1,000 shares, even though I'm down, what did I get in at? $4.84. So about $2,000 on that. So that position has strong, strength to jump up to $8 ish. I would like to sell at around $6. I always like to sell before, give everybody else a chance to make that move up. Yeah. I might dump cost to get some more AMC. What are your thoughts? I was thinking about dumping cost yesterday. I bought into cost even though I was up. I made about $600 on cost. And I decided to get back into cost right before everything really, kind of turned to shit, for lack of a better term. And it ended up decreasing quite a bit. We all know the story of what's happening with a lot of positions. And now I'm down, I believe, from $23 down to $18. So I'm down about $500 ish, with that thought that it was going to increase rapidly. And it did increase rapidly yesterday. You've seen this large increase that it did have. I was like, this is going to take off. When cost gets going, it rises like 50% or 100% very, very quickly. I've seen this move so fast, so many times, that I'm just waiting for that to have that huge pop. You know what I mean? So once it does have that huge pop, yes, I'm getting out, and I'm going to put that money into something different. So the cost basis is different here because I transferred my funds, so it should be $23. But then my overall total gain would be over $1,000 if I did get to, maybe like $27 or so. It's only AMC tickers that is frozen on level 2s. Is that odd to you? Yes, very odd. If it's only AMC, yes. Let's see. I don't really see cost moving. Yeah, I don't really see cost moving at all. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if AMC is the only one that's not moving at all, then that's kind of odd. They do move slow because it's the pre-market. So pre-market does move a little slower. It doesn't move faster. So appreciate the hard work, bro. When AMC moons, I'm sending you a fat super chat. Buying 2,500 more AMC when the market opens. If it dips, oh well, I believe in AMC. I'm right there with you. That's great to hear. That's great to hear that you can, go out and buy 2,500 more shares. There are some people that really, spend money here. I have 1,600 shares of AMC, and I'm comfortable with sitting it there. Everything else, this is why I said that, you really want to trade with money that you're comfortable with losing. I don't think that look at that fresh. Look at that hair. It's fresh. Thank you. I didn't get a haircut, but it's okay. It'll do. But yeah, it's crazy that people have that type of money to just throw around. I mean, for me, I put a lot of money into day trading and swing trading. But to tell you the truth, I'm comfortable with losing it, because then I can go into my long-term investments, and I have my long-term investments. It's not like I, exploded my overall situation. Yes, I would explode this account. I don't want to lose $40,000, but I'm saying if it does, then it does. I never want to lose $40,000 because it's a decent amount of money that you can put somewhere else and actually gain money. Money makes money. That's why people are Money Makes Money members. You understand that this money, makes money. So you invest in something, that money can get you more money. You put it somewhere, it may be gambling, it may be investing, whatever you feel like doing, but you could do it. By the way, I wanted to join your YouTube memberships, but your YouTube won't allow me. Why? Do you have an iPhone? If you have an iPhone, it's going to be, you have a different method. I think you have to go into the browser, bring up like a Chrome browser or something else, and then you'll have to go to YouTube physically through the browser and then join. I believe that's the process. Hey man, I'm down a lot of money. What would be a good investment? Well, there's a lot of positions that are down right now. I think Tesla at the moment is really, really low, and it's going to make its move up. I feel like that's going to push up to, for a decent swing trade, $700, $800 or so. Long term, it'll be a little bit better as well. but I feel like Tesla is definitely a great investment. If you are down money and you don't understand or you have no type of growth, also partner those short-term trades with longer-term trades. Go into some ETFs, go into some dividend positions, get some type of value into your account that you'll be able to put into other places. So let's say the dividend comes in, right? You can take some of that dividend money and put it into other investments, or you can put it back into that dividend to grow that as well. So partner it up with different pieces here. Don't just look at short-term investments, but I would say if you're looking at short-term investments, there are a lot of things that are low right now. Everything really sold off. So there's a lot of things that are low. You can look at some of these as potential opportunities. I'm still bullish on, DraftKings whenever it could make that move, because if you look at the overall chart, something like DraftKings, look at that drop there. That drop is absolutely ridiculous. Thought it was going to be a recover here, but it dropped way past the 200 EMA if we're looking at year to date, way past the 200 EMA. Thought we were going to see that bounce off the 200 EMA, but the overall market was just trending downward. Now, with a lot of things trending downward, you can get into a really good position anywhere that you look, but just make sure that we're at that bottom. Like here, I would sit here and say, hey, it has this chance of retesting 34, and it does have that test of retesting 24 or 34. But if we're continuing to see a downward trend in the market, then it's not going to be good for that 34 support level. Hopefully I can figure it out soon and join the chat, and even emailed them about the issue. Oh, so it's like an actual YouTube issue. Okay. Moving again. What's moving again? AMC? AMC is moving. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. In the pre-market, it's moving. 5%. 5.3% basically. Let's look at the day. You can see that rise here. Is it going to break? It's probably going to resist somewhere around here. You would think it's going to resist around 350. So it looks like it's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, pulling back a little bit. So you're seeing that resistance, but it is starting to really make those move upwards. So just know that it's been consistent that we've seen AMC take a downward first minute or 2 minutes, and then start to increase after that. So don't be afraid if it is decreasing down right away. We have 863 people in here, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. We're over 500 likes. We'd like to get to 600 likes. 55K wall at $15.50. Yeah, $15.50. That's far away. But we are seeing a movement. Oh, it broke past it. Wow. That's showing a lot. We're showing 2 million worth of volume. Let's look at Fidelity. Look at Fidelity a little bit. So go to AMC. So Fidelity here shows we have 4.5 million shares worth of volume. I don't know why the difference, but Fidelity is showing we have 5 million shares worth of volume right now. Well, basically 5. I'm rounding up. So 4.55. That is insane. That is insane volume. Do you still think RKT has some potential to grow? So RKT is tough. I think that's more longer term. I thought they were going to be able to stick to their value because of where they are as a company. I thought they were stronger, but they're not showing their strength. A lot of people are not really showing interest in this position. You're seeing lesser volume, which you typically see a lot more volume. So it's tough. I would say some of these lows, yes, it has a long-term potential. Let it sit there and let it grow. But you have to find out where that true low is, if it's at $16 or whatever. But if I look out, a few months, I mean, it pretty much has never been this low. Is this an all-time low that we're at of $16.22? That is literally, yes, that is literally the 52-week low, the all-time low that it's ever been. So I think that this may be an opportunity to where you get into that position, hold it for a while and watch that grow up to at least, 20 or 30, or even make those huge moves. Because I think it's a valuable company. It's just not getting the, wow. Is it moving still? Okay, it's not. It was. Profit hands, money makes money. Yep. What do you think of Bitcoin Cash? I hold 4. I think it's good. It follows Bitcoin pretty closely, so it's good. I just don't know how strong Bitcoin can actually get to. They're saying that Bitcoin could get to, or they did say, 100K, 500K, but now they're starting to go back on that by saying that, if all of these other cryptos creep up and start to take over, as you have Bitcoin dominance, you take over that Bitcoin dominance, then it might not be something that gets to, those high price points. But 64K is crazy. You can look at something that is actually higher in price. If we go to Coinbase and we look at, I think it's YFI. Let me search here. Let me go to more assets, search YFI. Yeah, you look at something here, and that's 73,000. Like, that makes huge moves in the last however many days. You can see that increase from 64, 65K to 75. How long did it take for that to get to that point? I mean, it was at 45 and 50K for a while, all the way through April, and you're seeing this increase to 70. What is it? 80 or 96K. Seeing that increase to 96K is crazy. So, I think it's cool. It's going to follow Bitcoin. It's just not something that's going to, I don't think, rise as high as Bitcoin. I don't know how many, what their available supply is. I would have to check that. RKT is donezo for a while. Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's definitely done for a while, but I would say right now it's at its lowest point it's ever been. So it might be a point to where you can put something in there for a long-term hold, and don't expect to get anything positive out of it yet, but eventually you'll get something really, really positive out of that position. I think it can hold, it can definitely hold $20, $30. It should be a $30 value right now, but it's just people aren't putting the value into the company. So it's a little bit more than that. We can see Coinbase making a little bit of a move, up 6%, up to $281. That's really good growth. Really, really good growth. Like I said, today there will be manipulation. And all I use cry foul. They want to keep this from happening, and they have a lot of money and ideas. Yep, they do. A lot of money. And they literally have every idea in the book. Some legal, some not. True, it's 94K calls already expiring in the money. Coinbase gave me $5 in Bitcoin. Baller. Matt, what's your target price for AMC? Is this the highest it's been since the whole thing started? This is not the highest it's been since the whole thing started. It's been to a high of AMC. I think it's been to a high of $27. I would say $25 or $26. Right? That's not a squeeze. That's just a mere increase, a large increase. You know what I mean? But it's not a squeeze. You know what I mean? We haven't seen the most out of AMC. We've seen a lot out of GME, but we haven't seen the most out of AMC. It's building up at this point. So I will not give you my strategy there, just for the sake of everybody building their own. I did give you an understanding of what I'm going to do, but not give you to where my ultimate price target will be, what my actual full plan is. I usually like to pitch transparency, but I noticed that that ends up being pretty bad for the community, because they don't really develop their own strategy. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. SOS is trying to move up today. I'm hoping that they continue to make that move. I seen them, what was it, 6% at one point? Yeah, 6% now. So they are trying to move up. They're trying to make their make that jump, make that leap. They need to make that leap to $6. I mean, they can definitely make that move. $16 would be amazing, but I'll take it at $6. I don't need the biggest move in the world. I just need a smallish move. But with all of the downward movement that we have seen in the markets, it just hasn't been good. Now we have 841 people here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I appreciate that a lot. We almost have 600 likes on the video. Sorry if you answered my question already, but are you in HCMC? I am not. It's too low for my taste, and it trades on the OTC market, so I don't think I can actually trade it. Is it OTC? HCMC. It's way too low for my taste. Yeah, I don't know the full potential of this position. If it is something that can be crazy. Let's see the max. So yeah, it's always been, at one point it rose up to, that is ridiculous. That was 2015. How is that even possible? Is that really a thing? Does that really happen? Please tell me this doesn't really happen, that it goes to that is ridiculous. The highest point is $979,000 in value. Please help me understand this, because I don't understand OTC, penny stocks. I don't really understand it too much. But if it's something that can potentially do that, then yeah, I mean, I'll get into it. I bought 55K worth of Chainlink at 42. You think I should hold as long as the investment? Should I transfer into Ethereum? It grows faster than. So I think for that, I like Chainlink, first of all, but I also like something like was it ICP, Internet Computer? I like that position. I think you should probably diversify things, because some have the ability to grow a lot faster at smaller dollar figures. So I think you should diversify things that actually move with maybe Ethereum, and move with some potential big gainers, like maybe ADA. I think that might be a pretty decent gainer. So I think you should diversify. Don't just have 55K into one area, unless it's worth 55K. If it's like Bitcoin and you wanted to buy one, I think that might be worth 55K to go up to 60 and gain $5,000 easily. However, you can also lose $5,000 easily. So it's definitely all on your decision. I feel like Ethereum does move a lot quicker and has more potential, but I believe that we're going to see a cap out at that point. I think it's going to be probably 10,000. People say they can get to, or analysts, not just people, say that it can get to 62K. So I have the spreadsheet here. The people say that it can get to 62K, but that would be $17.2 trillion worth of value. Now I'm thinking that it could get to 10 or 11K, and that might be the max that we see, because with that increase in supply every year, you're going to see that price also increase with it. And I think 62K is just unsustainable. $1 or $2 trillion is probably more likely to happen, especially since Bitcoin is around that $1 trillion mark. So I think that Ethereum will grow pretty fast, but it will start to flatten out somewhere around that $10,000 mark, in my opinion. I'm at least thinking that way. So yes, I think it's better to get in early, because it is going to grow pretty fast early as people continue to get into it. But diversify. Don't just put all of it into Ethereum. You can if you want to, but I wouldn't say you put everything into Ethereum. You put it into different areas. Hopefully that does help. Thank you for the super chat as well. I appreciate that. How the heck do you get into on that market? It happens. I have 61K shares right now. They did a reverse split. Looks like, dude. How in the heck do I get in on that market? Yes, Chainlink is a very good investment. I think Chainlink is really good. Yeah, but I like ADA. I like Internet Computer is really good. Long term Fidelity if you want to get into OTC stocks. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to invest in ACMC and just let it sit there. I'm just frustrated with how many has this been days that this stays up this high? This has been months that this stays up this high. It's not, holy cow. Like I would think that if it did rise to these figures, it would be days that it stays up that high. But it literally stays up that high for months. And whoever did that, I mean, all right, fine. 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 You sold me. I'll put $10 there. To be honest, I'm not willing to gamble more than $50 on OTC play. Yeah, I'm there with you. That doesn't make sense. It seems like just a gamble because you never know if this is going to happen. However, it happened in 2015. We've seen a spike in volume here. We didn't see any volume that they did there. But we have seen an increase in other periods in time. So if we can see that happen again, holy cow, this could be interesting. Because literally, at this point, you're kind of due for one, right? That's ridiculous. Yeah, it seems like they got me. God. All right, anyways, let's see how everything else is going. We see American Airlines made a move yesterday of 2%. It's up 1% right now. I believe my position in Fidelity looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe I might need to start a whole thing of like OTC positions and just invest $10 long term. Okay, if they win it, it will pop. All right, so right now AMC is still hovering around that 5.5%, which is still great. You know, $13.46. Sorry. Yeah, we have 559 people. Thank you for getting me over 600 likes, guys. I appreciate everyone here. I say that a lot, but I really do. All the members that I gained, 6 members that I gained today, I appreciate that. How many times can I say I appreciate it? I find a different phrase. Let's see. SOS is over 6% right now, so they really want to climb today. SOS really wants to climb today, and I hope we see something really big with SOS, as well as costs. Costs is down, but I would like to see a huge spike. Costs can spike out of nowhere, so expect a lot more from them. It looks like Roblox, I wanted that to come down to 60, and then I wanted to buy in, but I obviously don't have anything left to trade. I'm trading with everything right now. Dogecoin is up $12 for me. That's good. MVIS is also up to $13. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. I'm holding 12K shares of AMC to the moon. I keep the lighting down and my screen's on night mode. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to start doing something. I don't feel like my vision is being blurred or anything, but sometimes I don't know. I have trouble seeing some things, especially TikTok comments. I'm sorry, anybody on TikTok, but I have so much trouble doing that. Looks like everybody does these like streams now. I mean, especially like Meet Kevin doing it. I just seen something pop up for Meet Kevin this morning. Start saying it's my pleasure to serve. Chick-fil-A. Yeah. No one's saying thank you though. I wouldn't be surprised if AMC tanked at the open. Hedge funds throwing everything they got at the stock because of FUD. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're, like I said, you're gonna see 9 times out of 10, probably 9.5 times out of 10, that AMC will decrease right from the start. If you see it increase right from the start, then it might be something that has that you know, push down. So we're going to see it decrease from the start, most likely, and then probably have that more like V-shaped recovery or instant recovery after the first like ticker symbol, or sorry, not ticker symbol, candlestick, first minute candlestick. Trying to see what AMC, what their volume looks like, because they were at 4.5 million just a few, 5.8 million. Absolutely insane. Over in Fidelity, it says 5.8 million worth of volume. That is insane. Insane, man. I don't know what's the lag behind, Webull versus Fidelity, but you're seeing a lot of volume over in Fidelity versus Webull. Like Webull shows about 3 million, 2.9, and Fidelity is showing basically 5.9, so about 3 million more. So that's a little weird. If you're gonna do an OTC, Matt, do some DD on the company called Metal Material. I think it's gonna be very big. All right, I will. I'll start to look into some of those, because I do have money in Fidelity, and if it's gonna be OTC stocks and just letting them sit there, it doesn't hurt to throw $10 in certain areas and just let them sit. And if they increase a rapid a big amount, then obviously make those moves. Last night I know it went up, and then when it went down a little, because I got in 24 cents. What do you think of AMC? I think it's doing great. I mean, right now in the pre-market, up 6%. That shows strong growth. Strong growth without it collapsing. We have 5 more minutes till it opens, and we haven't seen that full collapse that we typically see. That means that there's a ton of buying power. If we're seeing that in the pre-market, then we're going to see that in the open. Angel says thank you. My pleasure. Wood69 says thank you. My pleasure. I don't work at Chick-fil-A. I don't. How about that ZOM? Yeah, how about that ZOM? I mean, it's up 5%, but geez, I'm still in 3,000 shares. How about that ZOM? Best YouTube streamer of stocks. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that a lot. It's my pleasure to be here. That means a lot to me. Seriously, it does. Everybody that watches me, anybody that sticks around, even though, other streamers start to, get on and they stream all day, to stick around with me for, the first 30 minutes is always great to see. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate that a lot. The new Webull 5.0 desktop update has some new settings for themes, and they've added comments. I think I have 4.9, so we'll see whenever I get that update. Matt, you need an open bell sound effect at 9:30. I think they do have it. I just don't have the volume on. I never have the volume on because I always have a bunch of stuff. I love to hear it. Sorry, Matt, and the people in the chat, but I'm at work. Holds and hanging drywall stuff like that. So I tended to grab my phone and do some talk to text sometimes if stuff doesn't come out right. It's cool. Multitasking is key. I don't believe multitasking exists, but sometimes people can do maybe 70% of the work there and 70% of the work in other places, but usually you're distracting yourself from other things. But if you can do it, If you find a form of success, then go ahead and do that. I'm all for it. Now we have about 2 minutes. We have about 2 minutes till the market opens. I'm hoping we see something really, really good. We're seeing AMC really make that move up 6.5%. Whew. I want to see this skyrocket. I want to see it skyrocket. Right now I'm up about $6,000 on AMC alone. Everything else, I mean, obviously down on Zomedica, almost down to a point to where it's got to be $3,000. Crazy. The Zomedica dropped a lot, especially overnight. It dropped a lot where I didn't think it was going to drop. I thought it was going to come back, but it dropped down to a point to where it was down, I think, 1,500 or so. And that was absolutely insane to be able to see that drop in one after hours move. And I know it's being shorted heavily, but we have 1 minute until it opens. I agree with the comments. This is the best market analysis I've come across. Listen to every morning while starting my day in the office. That's amazing to hear. You know, that means a lot. Thank you for saying so. So we have 1 minute. Let's get this market open. Let's see this increase. We're starting to see it come back a little bit. We're starting to see it pull back in the last minute of the pre-market. I want to see what this volume is. We are seeing it pull back quite a bit in the last minute of the pre-market. Look at this. Manipulation at its finest before it even opens. Before it even opens. This is crazy. But we do have the buying power. We do have that strength. Look at all of this buying power down here. That's crazy for them to try and manipulate it right before it opens. I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. Look at this. You see this downward movement. Trust me, you are going to see this downward movement. We have a lot of buying power that are looking to push this up. But look at all of this volume. We're going to see a lot of volume today. And it's going to be a lot that pushes it down. A lot of people that buy. I have it stuck in my head. Skyrockets in the afternoon. I'm 52 years old. I'm hanging drywall. Thank you for all you do for all of us. You're welcome. You know, it's my pleasure. It truly is. All right, now we're seeing this come back here. We're up to 10 million shares in volume over in Webull. It's really increasing, almost 11 million shares now. Look at this increase. Look at this. Even though they tried to get us down, we're buying this up, eating that up, eating those walls up. Here we go. Now we're starting to see it pull back. They're like, no, we're not letting you do that. We're not letting you do that. That's what they're saying. We have 11 point. It's pretty much even here. We're going to see 11.70 or 11.70. 12 million shares of volume. You see this pushing down or pulling down. Look at that. They're trying to eat away at the amount of people that are buying. Just let it go, hedge funds. Just let it go. Seriously, that's all you have to do. Just let it go. They're being weird. Did you see the new Doge news? BitPay tweeted out that they are accepting Doge as house payments. That's awesome. I didn't see that. I'll definitely report on that. Let me just pull up something. All right, now we're starting to see that move. Starting to see that move a little bit. Come on. Every time we get that movement, they're looking to pull us down. It's not selling pressure. It's literally just shorting pressure. We understand what you're doing. We understand what they're doing. We're going to push $14. We're going to push $15. We're going to make that move. We're up to 13 million shares worth of volume right now. 14 million, almost at 14.5 million. Look at this volume go up. Look at how this is increasing. They're really trying to short this thing. Just give up, hedge funds. Give up. That's all you need to do. You know what's going on. You know the deal. They need to just give up. They're trying too hard. Look at SOS. SOS is up 9%. Pretty good. ZOM is up about 5%. What's cost doing? Is cost up? Come on. Give me cost. Cost is down 2%. Damn it. DraftKings is up 2%. That's good. Coinbase is up 3%. We're seeing that, I guess, decrease a little bit because it was up 6%. Starting to see that pull back a little bit. We're seeing the volume slow down, but we are seeing it still increase. I mean, it's been, what, 5 minutes? Not even 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes since the market has been open, and we've seen 16 million shares worth of volume. It's absolutely insane. All right, perfect. All right. Let's see. Get this stream to 700 likes if you can, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. Eating them walls up. We truly are eating them walls up. We were, until they're establishing new walls. Can't eat those up. 12% for Mara. They're up 12%. That's crazy. MVIS is up 2%. We're seeing a lot of green in the market. Let's hope that we can hold this green, because sometimes you'll see it green and it'll completely reverse. So I hope that doesn't end up being the case. Doge to the moon this weekend. I think it's going to be pretty big this weekend. I said it. I called it in my video. A lot of people were like, "Oh, you called this like, right away." I mean, I made the video 3 hours prior to where I released it, but apparently I made it just in time, or I released it just in time, because Doge started to increase like crazy. Join the Discord if you're not part of the family yet. Go down in the description, click the Discord link, and join that. We're seeing a lot of shorting pressure that's going into this. I understand what they want to do. You're making the situation worse for yourself. Like, if they're watching any of these videos, they need to just understand they're making it so much worse for themselves, because it's going to increase, a crazy amount. We see FAMI actually making a little bit of a move. A lot of things are green. I love seeing things that are green. But you can't really keep up with all the walls that are being created. 330, 331. You got a lot of selling pressure at 29, 30, 31, 32, 30. If these were people that were actually selling, these are obviously algorithms that are built in order to sell where the highest volume actually is, so that you can bring that price down. That's why they say you can't beat, when I was reviewing the How to Day Trade for a Living book, that's why they say that you can't beat any of these stocks that are heavily traded by computers, because they're looking for the best situation. They're going to short this position to bring the stock down, to create fear and bring it down some more. Wherever the most buying is, that's where the most selling is going to be, because of the fact that they want to bring this price down. So you're trading against computers here, and it's not good, but they're making it worse for themselves. They need to disable that algorithm and just let it go, because it's making it worse for themselves. They're going to lose out on like billions of dollars, or they're going to lose billions of dollars. That's why they have insurance. Is the Discord always active? Yeah, it's always on. I'm always there's a bunch of people that are always talking. I jump on from time to time and respond to some people. Give my opinion in some areas, but there's always people talking on there. There's people on there right now. Matt, it's the hedgies is getting shorted too. Where do I find the Discord channel? I'm looking. So it should be the first link in the description. It's a Patreon/Discord. So you have to, it's $5 to join. You don't have to pay per month. You can cancel after the first month. But yeah, and if you do get charged the second month and you want to, cancel it, then let me know and I can refund it. But yeah, the Discord link should be either the first or second link in the description. And then if you're on Patreon, I have to send you the Discord link because it tends to expire. So just reach out to me in messages and I'll send you the Discord link in a message. So now we're starting to see that little bit of a recovery. We're going to see that V-shaped recovery here. Hopefully we can jump back up, get past this 15 moving average. Look at the amount of volume in the first, 8 minutes. First 8 minutes, we've seen 25 million shares worth of volume, 25.5 million shares worth of volume, and it's not done yet. Somebody just joined today, and I will message you and send you the Discord link. Okay. No post. I just need to message. Why can't I message you? For some reason I can't message you. All right, so now we're starting to see this pull back down. $13. Did push below $13. I need a cough drop or something. Yeah, it did push below $13, got down to $12.95, and you're starting to see this stair step on the way down. There's a lot of, I would imagine we're going to see a ton of shorting pressure. Just remember that yesterday we seen a good day, but if we go into the short interest numbers, you can see that 81.5 million short volume. That means that people are still shorting it in a hefty amount. You know what I mean? So it's not over. They're still trying to short this as much as possible. And I would imagine we're going to see like a 50% day for short volume because they're looking to push this thing down, continue to bring this thing down as far as possible. And it sucks to see that. I don't think I can send that person a message. Someone just joined the Discord group and I couldn't send them a message. Yeah, message me on Patreon and I'll send you a message back. Yes. All right, so we are below $13 here. We are at $12.79. Know that we need to get out of this downward moving channel here. We're creating lower lows and lower highs, whatever these highs end up being. We're stair stepping on the way down. We have a lot of buying power, but just remember, just like I said, this is going to be a heavily traded, computer algorithmic, stock. Let's go with that. Get that man some milk. He needs some milk. Milk actually makes it worse. I'll take a sponsorship by Halls. I will take a sponsorship by Halls. Halls, if you're seeing this, then I'll take a sponsorship. I cough all the time and I use your cough drops. I take a Halls and balls to the wall. It's funny. I think that's the first sip of water that I had this morning. So that's not good. Man, I think I do a pretty good job at giving you advertisements. You do. What's your opinion? Your opinions to get What's your opinions you get is well worth? Oh, so my opinions are well worth $5 a month. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. I think I see these comments are just so small. If I make it bigger, then I can't see the rest of the screen. Man, I think I do a pretty. Oh, I just read that. I just read that. All right, I'm gonna play an ad here. We are starting to rise. We are starting to increase over $13. That's good. We're gonna see this recovery here. We need to see some wide range candlesticks. As we start to see, look at all of these candlesticks. You see how the long wick at the bottom, that long wick that they create at the bottom there, that means that we have a lot of buying pressure here. All of this, we have a lot of buying pressure. Here, it looks like the wick is at the top. We're going to see that selling pressure on the way down. That's an indication that it's going to probably decrease if you see that wide range candlestick there. But now we're starting to see it jump up, start to create these larger candlesticks, larger body candlesticks, definitely showing a lot of movement up to the 15 moving average. So let's see that increase. This is not selling pressure. All of this is not selling pressure. People are not just looking to sell all of their shares at that point. You have people that you have hedge funds that are shorting it. You have anybody else that's shorting it. You should get one of those magnifiers to put over the screen to enlarge it. That's not a bad idea. You seem more like a Ludens type of guy, though. Just join the Discord channel. Okay, did you send me a message? Oh, you just joined the actual Discord. Like you went, or you just went into Patreon. Oh, there we go. All right, so we got 4 people that joined today. Let me send messages to everybody, if I can send messages to everybody. Should be able to send a message. Why can't I send a message to this person? It'd be very simple to do that. Sorry, guys. We are seeing this increase. It's good we've seen that selling pressure, but we were seeing a strong candlestick there, strong buy candlestick there, but we did have that selling pressure here. So that was kind of an indication that we were going to see a lot of selling pressure, or I guess shorting pressure. Looks like Coinbase is starting to decrease. Is Coin getting shorted? I don't see how people are selling at these points. I mean, I could check Fintel to see what they say here. I'm gonna just do Coin, because this doesn't make sense. The way that it's falling doesn't make sense. I mean, at 14%, that's not that bad for the last day. Let's look at 15%. So I guess it's a little bit higher, but everything's going to be shorted at least some. I would say single digits is usually normal. But that's crazy. You're seeing AMC start to recover a little bit. I want to see SOS make a move. COS I want to see make a move. FAMI's making a little bit of a move. It looks like Fubo TV is up. That's starting to increase. If I could see that up to 22 again, I'll probably sell that position. Even though it has that potential chance to rise, I need to free up some capital. Why am I not seeing the new names here? Yeah, anybody that joined the Patreon, send me a message, and I will respond to you. For some reason, I can't click on your name and send you a message. It's not letting me do it. Maybe it's too new. You know what? I'll put out a new post with the Discord link. So go and check this this post because I can't send you a message for some reason because your name's not showing up in the people that are Patreons, and I would like. So I'm gonna post a new link right now. Temp Discord link. 514. Publish now. All right, I'm gonna pin this one. So I put out another Discord link. I put a temp Discord link for 514 here. So if you guys want to join that, go ahead and join it. We are seeing some movement with Fubo TV. If that increases well past my cost basis, which my cost basis is $20.90. So I need that to make a pretty decent move. Hopefully it's consistent throughout the day. You never really know. DraftKings is actually making a decent move up as well. It looks like AMC is starting to climb past the 15 moving average, even past the or close to the 200 EMA. Hopefully it passes it. Looking like it might resist a little bit. Yep, that's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did. It resisted. Not a little bit, though. Hopefully we see that buying pressure there. All right. How long are you in AMC? I've been in AMC since what? Right after the squeeze, or right after the increase. So it went to about 17, got stopped out at 16.90, and then bought in. Or no, that was before that. Was I in it before that? I think I was in it before that. Yeah, before they ended up, I think it was right around the restricted trading. As it started to fall down, I got in pretty low and then rode it on the way up again, up to $17, to where, I was talking to people about this, telling people that it was going to fall, and it did fall. So I seen people that bought in at 17. They were like, man, I bought in at 17. And I kept telling people throughout the whole day, if it opens up at 17, you're going to see a massive decrease. It did open up at 17 exactly, and it decreased a heck of a lot. Now, it wasn't because of just my prediction saying that we were going to see a sell-off. It was way more than that. The sell-off I thought was going to be about $2 worth of a sell-off. It sold off a lot more than that. And I told people you should get stopped out if you're going to buy any there. Can you make a video showing how to use Discord? Yeah, I mean it's fairly simple. I mean, you go into I don't really know everything about Discord because I hear there's other things that you can add into there, and I want to explore that too. But it's fairly simple. I mean, once you get added in there, you can message. You also have different channels that you can go on, which I want to do the voice channels. If anybody's interested in doing that, I want to add people to the voice channels and just talk about AMC and see what people are talking about. Thanks for the ad. Love your content. This is Joe Yu from YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. So AMC starting to come back. Can it stay above 13? Are they shorting this heavily? Most likely. They're looking to bring this down because it's too much activity for them. It's too much activity. Fubo TV looks pretty good. I want to see that continue to climb. GameStop is also coming down. I guess it gives me a chance to get in whenever I can, sell some Fubo TV. Cost is also decreasing. I need that to make like upward movement. I know cost comes out of nowhere. It can be flat for a while and then all of a sudden, boom, skyrocket. So You can ask any of us in the Discord how to do stuff. We are pretty well versed at this point. It's fairly simple. Yeah. You can enlarge almost anything by holding the control key and scrolling your wheel, your mouse wheel. Yeah. We're seeing things that are up. I like seeing the green. I mean, I like seeing everything moving on the way up. The problem is that we're starting to decrease the amount of gain. Everything that we gained in the morning, all of that volume that you did see in the morning, increasing that price is just completely like taken away by the fact that they have a lot of money and they can short as much as they want and they can be as stubborn as they want. I downloaded the Discord app, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use that or not. You can use any of them. Our Discord is the best. Yes, it is. Except me, I'm slow. Lance, I missed your birthday. I mean, I didn't even see that, and I feel horrible. That's something that I should have, said happy birthday to you. I seen something in the chat about happy birthday, but I didn't explore what it was. So happy belated birthday. Sorry for missing that. Just wanted to say that live on stream. And if anybody else wants to wish him a happy belated birthday, that would be great. AMC is now below $13. It's starting to decrease even more. I'm going to turn off this heat because it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Getting hot out there too. Our Discord is literally the best around. Come join the family. Let's become millionaires together. Yes, that's what it's all about. Making money, being able to day trade, swing trade, get these long-term investments, get these big fat investments that we can find a lot. He's old as fuck now. Yeah, I feel old. I'm 30 and I feel old. So yes, on my birthday, I was squatting down to play with the kids, and I tried to stand up, and my knees locked up on me. I'm only 30, and I feel like I'm like 70. We are seeing that increase. We're seeing it fluctuate between that 12. At least we're seeing it have these support levels, support somewhere around that 12 mark. Really bounce off 1274, 1275 ish. Head and shoulders forming. Yes. I thought we were gonna get an inverse head and shoulders. I've been in the Discord since before Matt was in his 30s. Yes, you have. I turned 36 today, so I feel you. Yeah. Oh, you turned 36 today? Happy birthday. That's not old. Once you get 30, right? Then it's like you feel old, but then I guess everything after that feels the same until you probably hit 40. Then it's like, okay, now I need one of those chairs that helps me get up, where you lift it and you're basically standing up before you actually stand up. I told my wife I wanted one of those chairs. I said I said, yeah, now that I'm 30, I need to get one of those chairs that stand me up. All right, so we got 3 minutes until the stream is going to end, and then we're going to do the outro and all that stuff. Woke. Woke up with a hangover wishing Lance a happy birthday. Yeah, thank you everybody that sticks around on my channel. I mean, there are 500 people here. I appreciate that. You know, you guys being here, even though there's other people that are streaming that stream for longer. I appreciate you supporting me. You probably can go and listen to them after I'm done. I mean, it's just great to have you guys around, because without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. I would stop, you know, streaming, and because if it's not worth the time, then you know you can't really jump into it. So I'm glad to have at least 500 to 1,000 people watch me. That's amazing. If it gets to be more, it gets to be more. But I'm really happy with the group that I've, you know, the community that I've created here. So, anyways, make sure everybody hits that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Also check out some of the links, the Discord links. We had 4 members join today, so thank you for joining the Discord group. We had 6 members on YouTube join today. If you are one of those people that wants to join, hit that join button right near the subscribe button. It's 99 cents, or you can do the $1.99 portion where I release videos, members only videos and all that stuff. So we're going to be doing that a lot more soon. The ETF watch is definitely going to be something that I like to look at with all the new ETFs. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully the market, you know, goes well. It looks like some of the positions that I'm owning or that I have are actually increasing, so that's good. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and you know, we'll catch you guys in the next video.